Finne.
Fermín Magda Cahirley, agus Arashirish go Cursi na Nilon Ara, agus go Horrid an Ionad Cúraim Phríomhúil atá Barty Inis Bó Finne le 21 bliana inis I gol tír go dtí 2003. So I'm hoping, Minister, that you might be telling me you'll be giving me a date for opening a ribbon on the primary care centre on Inishbofin, just following up on your previous theme 21 years ago. It was identified as a necessity, and here we are. So an update on the transfer of land to facilitate the building of that.
Thank you, Deputy Minister.
Thank you, Cahirlock, and thank you, Deputy Connolly, for raising this. As you are aware, the land on which the Inishbofin airstrip is located is currently owned by Galway County Council. These lands were acquired by way of a compulsory purchase order by Galway County Council on behalf of the department. Part of the site is intended for use by the HSE for a primary care centre. The transfer of these lands to my department has been an ongoing process for a number of years, and I appreciate your frustration with the prolonged nature of the transfer. Officials from my department met with the Chief State Solicitor's Office again last week and in an effort to finalise the matter. The Chief State Solicitor's Office has set a target of 6 weeks for the completion of the transfer. This is subject to the full engagement and cooperation of solicitors on behalf of Galway County Council in finalising the matter as soon as possible. As previously advised, I understand there were outstanding legal and mapping issues, including a recent request from Ceist Catherine in this regard, but I understand all outstanding matters have now been resolved. I understand the Chief State Solicitor's Office have also engaged recently with solicitors for the HSE in order to progress the onward transfer of a portion of the site for development of a healthcare centre. In the meantime, part of the airstrip is being used by the Coast Guard as a helipad in the event of medical emergency evacuations. To further assist such emergency evacuations, my department is preparing to issue a request for tender shortly for the provision of permanent lighting and associated works at the helipad. It is expected this work will be completed later this year and will be fully operational in time for the winter.
Thank you, Minister.
Thank you.
Thank you, Minister, and I appreciate your hands-on approach in relation to this, but it is important always to point out the CLAR programme 2003 identified the need for a health centre. That's 21 years ago. And then we had the National Primary Care Island Services Review 2017. Again, absolutely highlighted the need for a primary care centre. We're talking about Inishbofin, an island of just under 200 people. I welcome that there's now a 6 weeks target set. That's the first time I've seen a target, so I welcome that. And it's just, I was going to say persecuted. I've continued tabling questions to yourself and also to the Health Executive, and I'm glad we're making some progress. But what I'm being told here as well, which is also good news, and you might comment on that, because I've 2 letters and they're sort of contradictory. One can't give a time frame, and the next is saying that they intend to appoint a design team in this quarter 3, for the design of the primary care centre.
Thank you, Deputy Minister.
Thank you. Well, you know, Deputy, I'm glad you put in the questions, because it's important. If you and I was doing this, I think we'd have it done quicker, to be honest with you, because when I started to look at this has gone on since 9th of September 2003. That's when the department requested Galway County Council to purchase the land. So they went through a CPO process, and I'll not go. You know the story better than I do, but my goodness me, it is taking a long time. What I can say to you is we're engaging as a department. We're engaging regularly with Galway County Council. We have been in touch with the HSE, and we're engaging with them to move this on, because I do know that the Chief State Solicitor's Office have said that they'll have a 6-week turnaround. Look, I'll try and keep the pressure on, and I encourage you to keep putting in questions, and I'll keep answering them, and I'll put the pressure on my side. But I'd say to you too, keep the pressure on Galway Galway County Council as well, because we have to move this on, because it's not. I hate to see these things taking so long. But anyway, we'll keep at it, and hopefully we'll get it moved on over the summer. Thanks.
Is isn't it? A health centre on an island. And I take heart, but I've done that before foolishly, but I take heart from the fact that they're telling us a design team will be appointed in 2:45. I know that's not in your answer anywhere. So we're getting certain information on like a jigsaw puzzle. So I want to welcome that the design team will be appointed in 2:45. But can I trust that? You don't seem to have that information. So we're all getting little pieces of information. I really... If you can confirm for me in the next question that a design team will be appointed in 2:45, that means that that land must be sorted out. I mean, it's all very positive. The county council acquired the land. They have to transfer some of it, all of it to your department and some onto the health executive. It's not that hard. Solicitors are being paid along the way in relation to this matter, and there has targets, time limits have to be set. So my final question, when will you be cutting the ribbon on the primary care centre on Inishbofin?
Last word to the Minister.
Well, thanks, Deputy. Well, there's no doubt about it. We need the primary care centre on the island, and my department intends to transfer a section of the land, as I said, to the HSE, and we have given you a time frame on that. I don't have I'll have to ask my officials to come back to you with the answer on the design team. I don't have them. I'm not going to give you wrong information. So I'll ask them to respond to you. We are engaging with them, I do know that. But look, I'd love to be moving things along quicker, but they don't always go as quick as you and I'd like. But that's our job, to keep the pressure on and make sure it does happen. And I can assure you I'll do that, and I know you'll do that, Deputy. So thank you.